Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. Back on the oval with IndyCar again. This time at Kentucky. Home of the famous fried chicken establishment, probably. That's literally all I know Kentucky for. But they have a track as well. This is the old Kentucky, which I was kind of annoyed. I was looking forward to this week because I assumed the old Kentucky was a free track. It's not. It's a cheap track, but it's not a free track. So that was kind of annoying. But well, I bought the track, and we're gonna do some oval racing. I done actually a few of these already. One of them went pretty good. The other two not so good. The first one, what was it in the first one? Oh, I tried to go really long on... there was like a caution or two early on, and I tried to go really long on, you know, the stints to try and pit as late as possible. You know, well, to wait for the next caution to pit. Spinala, no. I hope not. I hope not. I did have a... Well, I didn't spin, but I had a crash in the third of the races of I did with this car at this track this week. There was a guy who, like, he must have hit the wall and his front right tire was hanging off the car. And he did like 3 laps, like on the inside line with a broken car. And then I was coming out of turn 4 and he just drives up the road. No engine sounds. Oh no. Hello, Kawaii, mate. I will try and park and fix that. Let's see what's going on here. Why don't I have engine sounds? I have engine sounds, but why don't you have engine sounds? That's because I haven't clicked this button. It's like this car is annoying. I can't rev the engine to like test the levels, because you floor it in neutral and it won't like rev that high. But that should be back, yeah. Let me know if the levels are alright when I go out on track. If it's too loud or too quiet. But at least it's there now. Yeah, this guy did like 3 laps with a broken car, and then while I'm coming out turn 4, he decides instead of holding the inside line, he's gonna drift up the track, and I'd already committed to go outside of him, so I went as high as possible, but he went all the way up to the wall and hit me. And then like a whole bunch of people barreled in. At least 2 people did not brake in any way after seeing the massive pile-up right here out of turn 4. I don't understand that. And I would have been... I think I was going to get a top 10 in that race. But it was like 5 to go, and yeah, I got caught up in a massive wreck. Kind of annoying. Yeah, the first race I did didn't end well either, purely because I went so long on that stint waiting for a caution that never came. Because these races actually go green most of the way. You have 1 or 2 cautions early on, and then it actually seems to run green until, well, at least until about end of the race wreck. The Arca brakes, yeah, they all had Arca brakes behind me. I was slowing down. I went high because he was down low, and I actually slowed down a bit as I tried to fit through the gap. I couldn't, you know, I can't slam on the brakes because I would have just spun the car. It was too late for that. And I couldn't change direction to go low, and a guy right behind me, so yeah, the guy behind me had nothing he could do either, so we both got caught up. But then like the next guy had a gap, and they just full throttled it into the wreck. The guy behind that, like, slowed down, went down to the apron and got away with it, you know, just heads up driving. But the guy behind him, again, just full throttle. All these people so ready to throw away what is a decent, well, maybe a decent finishing result for them, with like 5 laps to go or something. The first race of these I did in the week, I was in the same race, so there's only one split, I think, but in the same race as me was, I think he's still a Williams esports driver, Kuba Brzezinski. And I don't think he qualified. And for the whole race, I'm thinking, damn, I might beat Kuba Brzezinski in a race here. Obviously, it helps that he didn't qualify, but, I'll take it. But then, despite the fact that he was kind of nowhere the whole race, I looked at the results at the end after my late pit stop, which put me way down. He finished like 4th. He must have pitted early and just worked his way up. Like, god damn it. Pros gonna be pros, I guess. But that was interesting, at least. Oh, someone's slow up high there. So I've got about just over 20 minutes until we can load into the session proper. Unfortunately, there's only so much you can learn by doing practice laps by yourself on an oval, especially in a car like this, a track like this. Because the real difficult thing is dirty air. The dirty air is horrendous. And it's my weakness as well, in particular, because everyone else around me seem like the people behind me seem to drive up to me no problem and just pass me. Yeah, maybe I should try different lines. Thing is, all the lines, yeah, you can just do all the lines and when there's no dirty air. Like, I'm almost completely flat on most laps. I need to lift a bit in the in turn 3 and 4. I don't have to, but I think I need to save the tires. But then, of course, any lift and you lose so much time, and you're gonna have to lift in the race. But it's hard to judge what's good and bad when there's no car in front and no useful delta. Because my best lap is obviously an absolute flat out lap. And if you lift too much with no dirty air and it just turns too much, it turns too well. It won't do that in the race. But it will now. I want to do the Daytona 500 next week. But again, like that, I mean, you literally can't practice for that unless you find a server with actual people on it and working together, because it's literally just you go flat out the whole way. That's all it is. There is no solo practice you could even do for that. Even if you're looking for, making a setup for it, you need to set it up with traffic. You need to look at temperatures in the draft and stuff. Solo practice just seems useless. I did 1 or 2 laps the other day in the next gen, and yeah, I can go around and hold my line on Daytona. Cool. Time to turn it off until this week, well, next week, and then hopefully there's some practice to do some practice races, the shorter NASCAR races as well, if I can, before the actual 500. And that's going to be a disaster anyway, quite frankly, doing the Daytona 500. That is a long race. And there's a lot of strategy that I don't understand. Oops! Hit the apron. Whoops! Yeah, I better not do that in the race. Oh, the real Daytona or the iRacing one?
Looks like your car is towed. You'll need a tow back to pit lane.
The Katsukon sounds cool.
And we'll come and get you.
Don't know about this game, but most times I play online, I meet a lot of people just ramming whenever they can. Yeah, you know, you can get that in a lot of racing games. iRacing is generally a bit better because there's if you don't know iRacing, there's alright, cheers, Iron Mintrix. I'll catch you later. Cheers for stopping by. Yeah, iRacing is generally better because if you don't know it, there's like a rating system. So like if you were to just keep ramming everyone, I mean, number one, you'd probably get banned if you're literally ramming everyone. But you'd lose all your safety rating, and then you wouldn't be able to race in the categories you want to race in. Obviously, you can get away with you can probably ram a little bit before you lose all your licenses, but and you know, I've certainly seen some dodgy stuff in this game. That's for sure. I was just saying a minute ago about a race I did here with this track earlier in the week, where a guy, his front right wheel was hanging off, but instead of pitting, he decided to carry on, and he did like 3 laps down on the bottom lane slowly, but then he just turns up the roads right in front of me. What are you doing, man? Why? And takes me out and causes a massive big one. So that's not cool. Scott Speed entered the server. Oh man. But hello, Red Rodine. Welcome to the stream. We've got about 15 minutes until I'll be loading into the proper session for this race. I'm just doing some practice laps right now, and I kind of hope there's someone else on track actually now. I kind of want to get on the same bit of track and practice in his dirty air. I think he's Lightning McQueen, yeah. Except like this was like, he must have had the crash with like 10 laps to go, so like he was already like at least 3 laps down by the time the accident happened. And it's like, why? I guess you just want to finish the race, but and to be fair, he was fine. I think I passed him a few times without even realizing. I just thought it was someone going slow down on the bottom lane. It's like, okay, he's out the way, and he was out the way. Like, I committed to the outside of him, and he was still out the way, and it was fine. But then he just sort of starts going up the track. I don't know whether his steering broke at that point, but I don't think that's the case. It sounded, well, I watched the replay, it sounded like he was full throttle. Actually, I was tempted to protest him, to be honest, because that is pretty shit. Just basically driving up the road in the middle of a race with a broken car. Well, I'm all for people trying to finish races with broken cars. We finished our Petit Le Mans last year with no headlights. An amazing final hour or two by Char to bring home that thing. We realised that if we actually finished the repairs, we'd lose 4th place. So he was like, you know what, I'm going to go out now with a half-broken car that still doesn't have any headlights. And as long as I can do alright, we'll stay in 4th. We still had a few laps at that point. He was slow, but it was fast enough to, you know, remain several laps ahead of 5th place. I know his monitor settings must have been different to mine, because I couldn't see anything when I got in the car, just to, you know, when I changed to his cockpit view just to see what it was like. I couldn't see anything on track. But he must have had brightness cranked up or something, or contrast cranked up, because he was fine. He said he could see everyone fine, so fair. I used to do that in R-Factor 2 though. I had my monitor has like a, I didn't have it on for that race, but it has a, they call it shadow boost feature. It basically just makes everything brighter, and it's meant to be an esports oriented feature. So I get, you know, for like an FPS, I guess you'd be able to see people in a dark corner better because everything's brighter. But I used to use it in R-Factor 2 because a couple of cars, like, I think actually, what was it? Yeah, driving the Ferrari GTE at Indianapolis road course. The lighting, the headlights and the ambient lighting combined result in awful visibility. It's so dark at night. And so I cranked up this thing on my monitor, which is, you know, kind of cheating, I guess, but also, you know, how are you going to police monitor settings, you know? I just want to be able to see. Because, man, it was awful visibility. Right, here we go. We're catching up to this guy who hopefully is not going to pit. I think they're pitting. Yeah, that's a shame. I think they're not sure if they made the pit lane, but they were trying to. It's kind of a shame. I wanted to sit in his dirty air and slide up the road a bit, but we'll have to find someone else. Is that the same guy still on pit lane? It kind of looked like it, didn't it? I wasn't sure if he blew his engine or locked up. Maybe both. The fact that he was still sitting on pit lane when I came by again makes me think he did actually blow an engine. So. 25 registered, I think. I can't remember for this series. I know it's 26. I think for a split in, or 25. I think for a split in Indy Pro. But I can't remember what it is for IndyCar. Might be a few more cars. I did want to do Indy Pro 2000. This, in fact, you know, this stream is not at all what I planned. Yeah, because if you saw my tweet with the schedule like a week ago, I said double Roval action for the Sunday stream. This is not a Roval in any way, because I was going to do Indy Pro 2000 at the Charlotte Roval, followed by NASCAR Cup Series at the Daytona Roval. Well, that's a nice sort of themed stream. But I did like 2 laps with the Cup car at Daytona and realized I cannot drive that thing on road at all. So I gave up there. And I did more practice with the Indy Pro. But I did a race with Frisky Frankie on Thursday night, and I realized I was way off, really. Especially lap times were like not great, but okay, like best lap time. But my like overall race pace was just bad. I faded really badly in the race, and then ended up binning it because I was pushing too hard, trying just to not be the absolute slowest guy on track. So. Yeah, I would have practiced more, but since that race and right now I have not had time to drive, so I would be going into it with no extra practice, and I would probably be equally as bad. So I'd already done some Kentucky races in the week, so I thought, yeah, let's just do this. I kind of want some more oval iRacing before the Daytona 500 as well, because 1.9 is not huge. I mean, I won't get much higher than that before next week, but you know, I'd kind of want to be in a... You would think a higher split would be better. I don't know, but I may as well try. The official IndyCar channel loaded the full broadcast of the 1995 US 500. Oh, is that that's a kart race, right? Yeah. But Frankie was saying about that on their stream, how they quite like the fact that IndyCar will still upload kart races or champ car races, despite the fact that modern IndyCar is IRL, isn't it? Really. Champ car got merged into IRL, I think, is the way things went. But they acknowledge, you know, they just incorporate both series into the history. They both happened, they both were a thing, they're both IndyCar, so that's that. Which is kind of good, really. I might let off a bit and just try and get past. Oh man, it actually takes ages for them to catch up. I've like lifted off, but of course I'm still going very fast. It feels slow, but I'm going like 270. Right. Why are they pushing up the road? They hit the wall trying to... Mate, please pass me. Please pass me!
Inside. Clear inside.
There we go. Okay. I need to remember to put the transparent air screen on, but... We have found some dirty air. $69. I mean, they could. I don't think there's footage of it, but in theory, they could upload the 1969 Indy 500. I don't think there's footage of that, but well, would there be? Would they have TV coverage then? I don't know. But hello, semi-content. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some practice for this IndyCar race right now. I've been doing alone laps so far, but I finally found someone to practice with. And as you can see, I need to practice in dirty air because I'm bad. Wow, is that livery in front of me the 2022 Aston Martin livery? With the lime green accents? Or is it just a 2021 livery and they look the same anyway? A bit low there, almost touching the apron. Man, late 50s, mid 60s, God, I must have been such a different look back then. Probably some of those years were, dude, everyone's already got 2022 liveries on these cars. That was definitely a 2022 McLaren livery. It's not even... yeah, this is what happens when you can't paint the F1 car in iRacing. Everyone just puts the modern F1 liveries, you know, only a few day-old liveries. Oh man, the dirty air's awful. They just put them on the IndyCar instead. Right, we gotta try and actually catch up to this guy, because this is the problem I have with this. I am literally just fading, and I can't keep up with him at all. See, it's hard to run alternate lines, because like there, they left the inside open, so to the inside. But I come up anyway, and by the time I get to the exit, I then hit their dirty air. Like here, the first part of the corner is fine, but then I just slide up. Can we adjust the switch jacker? I'm definitely overdriving the tires here there. I presume the car in front is on newer tires than me, because I did do a load of laps before I let them through. But still. Their best is only a tenth faster than me, or a tenth slower than me. Ooh. Yeah, a tenth difference on our best laps. We were definitely faster through that corner. I thought that was good until I just started running a bit too wide on the exit. Did they hit the wall?
Car outside. Clear.
At least they're not just easily keeping up with me now. They also appear affected by dirty air. Ooh. Thing is, I'm gonna like escape and look at my tire data, and it's gonna say like my front right is 125 degrees. Probably. And I try and not destroy it, but it's really difficult to not destroy it and still have that decent pace. I think we'll have to go over to the race session in just a second. Let's escape. Not that button, this button. And what's our tires looking like? Yep, front right, 120 degrees plus. And rear right not doing great either. Oh dear. But oh well, that didn't feel too bad. We did a whole bunch of laps and it felt alright. So as long as it feels alright and we make it to the end, then that's the main thing, I suppose. Hope for a big one. I'm not sure I want a big one because I'll probably be in it. If I like, and I'm not going to be, but if I'm like up the front, then sure, let's have a big one. Because it'll be behind me. But I'm probably going to be in the thick of it. I didn't notice how many people were in the race. We might have a split. In which case, I'll probably be second split. Let's have a look. I don't think it's split, no. So we're car 14 of 25. So all we really have to do is finish top half and we get some iRacing, hopefully. But yeah, there's going to be guys here that are super quick. I think Marcel Gagny I've raced earlier in the week. Don't really recognize anyone else, I don't think. Do I got in practice? I'm gonna go in practice. I could do with some safety rating. I'm only 3.4 safety rating, which is a bit more than I had the other week after that clash. Play Forza or GT. I have played Forza on this channel. I've played Forza Horizon a few times. I do want to come back to... this is trash. Well, okay then. You don't have to watch it, mate. Aight. Yeah, I'm trying to recover. Part of why I want to do some of these Kentucky races this week is I want to
What's up, Manuel?
try and get some oval rating before Daytona.
Yeah, that was amazing.
But
dude.
also,
It was a great race.
This style of racing is great for safety rating because in general it's pretty clean. Crashes happen.
Yeah, man, no, that was one of those races you live for, right?
In general, you do a lot of laps without touching anyone.
Like being at a real
because
race.
Touching people is usually instant death. That was the same guy from another VTuber.
2 laps short of the win, man.
Imagine just spending your time going around complaining about the game people are playing. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna take it seriously. When I saw the first message, I was like, "Oh, time to show my other stream and talk about how I'm gonna play GT when it comes out because I will be streaming GT7. I need to get the thing I need to do that with my wheel." But
Then I get punted out.
man, this is trash. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're trolling. Alright, qualifying time. I hate over qualifying a lot. Cheers for the good luck, I'm gonna need it. The hardest thing about this is you do want to go down to the apron on at least your final lap. But I don't want to crash after I go on the apron, and it's really easy to crash. Trying to keep it smooth. And apron time. Oh! Okay.
Chicken flag, chicken flag.
That is legal. I wish it wasn't, because I hate doing it. It feels weird. I don't like it. Let's try a bit of a pit entry. I don't like pit entry either. There is a proper escape road, but the faster way is to do that. And that's scary. Especially if cars are behind you. Where are we? 5th right now? I think, obviously, people haven't set their laps yet, but... Currently 5th, now 6th. Yep, moving down. Gotta love it. So far, so good. I'm going to be right back quickly before the race begins, and then we'll get to it. So I'll leave it on this screen so you can see the results, but I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, I'm with you, Manuel. That'd be cool.
I'm back 10th at the moment. Pretty much where I kind of expected. Wouldn't be surprised if we lose a few more positions if people still haven't set times. Car 14th, so yeah, there we go. I think we just moved
the
down.
thing
Didn't we?
is watching a quali and duplicating it are those are two different
11th.
things.
So we're gonna start back where we're meant, about where
Yeah,
we're
you
meant to be
can't
as
feel
car
it, but
14.
at least you can get a little bit of an idea of the line. You know, if you're doing something a little bit differently.
Gonna turn
Yeah,
these
that's
guys
what
down a bit.
DRS is for.
What are they saying in the in the game chat here?
They have the fastest racers and world Indy champion
It's a sim.
or not Indy champion.
I do find it
For
funny
iRacing.
in this game, people that you know, it's not a game,
and
it's
the
a
world
sim.
Indy champion, or
Like,
the
it's still a
Indy
game,
champion, now
though.
explodes
Like,
is
come on, it's a
yeah,
game.
that's true.
In the thick of the action, yep, it's gonna be a bit of a chaotic race. Oh no. I hope I haven't fucked that up. Transparent screen, that's what I want to do. There we go, okay, cool. Now my thing in the middle, the arrow screen, like, pillar, is transparent, which is a lot easier to see things. Alright.
Good luck, guys.
Hey, Six
luck.
Senpai, stay safe out there, I will try. I've had pretty clean races so far this week in this car. I've done 3 already. One of them ended with a wreck with 5 to go, because some guy was like driving around with a wheel missing and trying to finish the race. Ended up causing a big one, but it was cleaned up until then. I've been struggling with dirty air on this track as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if I just go backwards off the start. That's happened a few times.
Boa corrida. Good race, everyone.
Wreck on the face lap. Well, I saw that on Frisky Frankie's stream earlier in the week. They did a Indy Pro race at Charlotte, and on the Roval, that is, and the top 2, well, I say the top 2, the guy starting second was weaving and ended up losing the car and just drove straight into the pole sitter. Absolutely hilarious. Did you try Watkins Glen? No, not yet. Well, I say not yet. I probably won't try it, to be honest. I'm not, you know, in this, I've not driven this car on a road course at all in this game. I really should.
One to go.
If I even enough had to do, I think I did more oval driving than road driving with the DW12. But I really should. I haven't had much time to drive this week, to be honest. Last few days I haven't had time to drive. I would have been doing Charlotte Roval Indy Pro 2000 tonight, but I realised after the race I did do with Frisky Frankie that I needed to practice more, and I didn't have time to practice more, so...
I'm going to pull down on the apron on the start here, so everybody behind me can go ahead and pass me on the right.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Right, I'm going to focus a bit for the start of this.
Green flag. Green flag.
I was a bit tardy off the start there, I think. Checking up a bit in front though. Yikes.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Dude, you turned right down on me.
Car outside.
What the fuck?
Yellow
Oh, there we go, yellow already.
On choosing. single file. Pit road is closed.
Fucking look in your mirrors.
Catch up 4 car. Pass up 24 car.
Fucking idiot.
Catch up 4 car.
Yeah, well, there's only a few laps there, but yeah, it's starting to go backwards straight away. That car there, the teal and black car, just man, they can just carry so much speed.
Pit road's open.
Can't we just all be friends?
Can't we just all be friends? No! We've all got to rage at each other.
Some idiot just turned right down into me.
Yeah, I got punted 2 races in a row yesterday, like that.
Well, now to fill the air
Oh,
for a
shit, no
few
wonder you're
minutes.
number
How's everyone
13.
doing then?
Yeah, that's my lucky number. In fact, today's my birthday. Look at that.
Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's funny to listen to the
Yeah,
rage.
we all share that frustration, don't we? And then I think all of us have caused that frustration too.
But other times it's like, oh,
Yeah, the
shut
guy
up.
was up way up high, up by the wall, and I just went underneath him, and I was at a car length between us, and he just turned right into me. He disconnected.
He knows.
See, when I hear people talk about an incident like that, it's like, I want to see a replay and see what happened, but I can't. Not now.
That's early. Maybe I can get a couple positions.
I
Still
think we
4
started 10th.
extra.
There's only down 1 position so far, but that car was just so much faster, and the guy behind me as well, the DHL looking car in the
1
mirror,
lap to green.
they're pretty quick too. They had a good run on the back straight on one of those laps, so.
Pass up 24 car.
I don't like how this guy's trying to go outside of me. I'm gonna get up to the wall now. Because if you don't know, you can't pass on the inside on a restart, but you can pass on the outside. Which is why you'll see everyone hugging the outside wall. They're already doing it up the front there. A little bit.
How is in the 12? What do you do?
About to go green. Stay focused.
Way too spread out here.
Green flag, green flag.
Tradicional, César. Caralho, velho.
Oh, slow car on the apron. Why? I did not even realize that until the last second. I was looking at their cars on track.
I just started first 50 here.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh man, it's one of these races, is it? Okay.
Pit road is closed. Catch up 4 car. Catch up 4 car.
Alrighty then, another caution. I mean, I fell back sort of straight away, but also the cars behind weren't exactly catching me straight away. So hey, that's a good sign. There's only like 1 lap though, so who knows?
Left up 4 car.
Why is
Had
the full
position
car
when the
like
yellow
stopping?
flag came out.
I don't understand. What's going on? Mate, take the position.
Past the 15 car.
Yeah, can we catch up with the field?
Catch the 4 car.
Yeah, sorry guys, at start I did the restart and the fifth gear. That was a problem.
Yeah, it eventually solves itself, but it takes a while.
Catch the
Yeah, less
4
rage
car.
on that one than the first
Pit
one.
road's open.
I'm never sure how early you can pit in these. It's probably too early now, isn't it? But in the last race I did, I think I'll know. There were race before, maybe. I can't remember. I was thinking, oh, it's too early to pit, but then I came round under caution and like the whole field was in the pits, so I just followed them in. Yeah, they're not doing it this time though, so. It's a bit of a gamble if it ends up going green like all the way after this, because it's like, do you stay out as long as possible, hope for that caution, or just because if you stay out too long and then pit under green anyway, then you end up losing out quite a bit. I hope the field actually bunches up a bit more for this restart. There's a lot of gaps in the train.
Yeah, at this pace, we're heading about the time the Super Bowl ends.
Pegaram mais algum cheater?
Keep forgetting it's the superb owl tonight. I probably won't be watching it. I don't really understand American football much. But it's like, I mean, I think there is like a fan base of NFL in the UK, but the only time you really hear about it much is the Super Bowl, and you actually hear about it quite a bit. These last 4 or 5 years or so, you start to hear about it a lot. It's definitely growing in popularity here. Third caution, if there's third caution in 10 laps, then I think that's when everyone's going to pit. That'll be what, 20 laps at 75? Like, yeah, that'll be enough time.
Yeah.
Colleague of mine is actually really into NFL,
Eu tô aprendendo esse carro ainda, ele tem esses
but I don't think they're going to
detalhezinhos de
stay up
barro,
because they had to be up
que
early
faz uma-
today, so they're not going to have enough energy to stay up. The commercials, yeah, I mean, the first time I ever like cared a lot about the Super Bowl was when Nissan had their Super Bowl advert in 2000. What year must have it been? It must have been 2015, I guess. Yeah. And of course, it was that day, that night, that they revealed the LMP1 GTR LM for the first time. Even though we'd all seen the spy shots on Jalopnik before that, but you know, they actually revealed the thing. And had that, what was the actual Super Bowl ad? It was something like, I always forget the actual Super Bowl ad. It was something like a father taking his kid out in his Nissan of some description. And there was a brief shot of the LMP1 car. But the much more interesting advert was the LMP1 car on the moon, like, trailer, which was just on YouTube. They didn't actually put that on the Super Bowl, which is a bit annoying. Because that's the cooler. That's actually, you know, announcing the race car. That's the cooler video. Alright, here we go. Let's catch up to them.
Green flag.
Oh,
Green
no.
flag.
Well, that's fucked us.
Car outside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear inside. 2 wide.
Okay, that was scary.
Outside.
Maybe I should have backed out completely of that, but... I didn't want to let that guy on the inside have that because he's just screwed up the start for everyone. Oh, lots of understeer. Everyone's disappeared. Oh my god, that was scary. I hope that doesn't happen again. Hope the stream is actually working because I must have lost internet for a minute. Oh god. Okay, a few hairy moments on this run, it must be said, but... we got a bit of a groove going here. But we're gaining a little bit on these cars. They're not getting away, at least. Thankfully they're leaving my preferred inside line open so I can have clean air. But that's not, they're not going to do that when I get close. Yeah, here we go. He's realised what I'm doing and he wants some of it himself. That guy in front must have made up like 3 positions at least off the start. 4, I think. The restart, rather. This 2005/6 Renault livery is slow. I need to get past.
Outside.
Yep.
Clear outside. Outside.
Oh no!
Clear outside.
Damn it. Touch the apron. Typical, I'm the only one that can't get by this guy easily. Now the cars behind are coming. Oh, car on the inside, lap down.
Car outside. Outside is clear. Outside.
Come on. Let me have it.
Clear.
Okay. We passed a car that should have been much easier to pass, but we did it. Yeah, of course, guy behind gets past easily. Man, I just suck at racing these things. Now that guy must have damage or something, but he still put up a good fight against me. But everyone else just breezes by. I don't know, we seem to be running alright though. We're back in 10th, which is where we started, so that's alright. And, oh, that's a nose. Is that a nose or is that a cone? Or a nose cone? Yeah, that's a carnival. Yeah, there's a yellow. Alright, this will be the pit stop time. Makes pit stops easy. In particular, pit lane entry is much easier now.
Pit road's open.
We've got to catch up
Gets
though.
to the pack here.
Heads up, please.
Right. Time to not screw this up, hopefully.
All clear, punch it. They want you in single file. Catch start 3, car.
I'm glad we just about got out ahead of the 10 car there, that's good. Not sure if they were ahead already or not, but we almost lost the position to them. We were sort of side by side, I must have been just a nose ahead. Love it. Tell you what, the pit stops like that would be so much more stressful if iRacing had, what's it called? Collisions in pit lane. That would be so difficult to navigate. I kind of want them to add that because, you know, it would be more realistic, but man, I am, at least in this moment, very glad that they don't. Same with rain. It's like, rain's gonna be cool and all, and, you know, they should add rain, absolutely, but, oh god, rain, that's hard. The thing I worry with the rain coming is that, like, if it's completely random, then maybe it's not so bad, but if you, like, if, for example, because, like, right now, well, the weather is set for each week, it's always roughly the same weather, and the organisers of each series set the weather, so if you set, like, this week to be rain week, I feel like no one's going to turn up, because rain's hard. If it is sort of somewhat random, though, then that's a bit better. Because once you're in the session, you can't leave without losing iRating, so you gotta race. Yeah, it would be funny. It's funny when like R Factor 2 hosts like esports competitions and they get some big iRacing drivers and teams over. That game has collisions in the pit lane, so you can tell who's the iRacing drivers because it's happened like once or twice where they've forgotten that, you know, they've just been on autopilot in the pit lane doing what they normally do, and then they've just rammed into someone who's parked in the pits. It's quite funny.
One to go. Next time by.
Feels like we're playing a dangerous game, like.
Rain week is a no-go for me. Yeah, that's the, like, and I get it, but also that sucks though, because like a whole week's gonna have like bad participation, and then also if you actually want to do some rain races, then you may not have people to race with. You mean like a few days ago with the IndyCar E-race? Did that happen just the other day? Did that happen? Did Tatiana Calderon hit Grosjean in the pit lane? Did that actually happen? I didn't watch that race. I've only seen the clip of Grosjean like absolutely killing it on the start on the outside of turn 1. Also, hello, Wedge.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Welcome to the stream. And hello, Yuki. Just about to go green with how many laps we got left? 45, I think. I might be a bit quiet as I take the start.
Green flag.
What the hell?
Inside.
It's getting a bit busy already.
Clear inside. Car outside.
I don't like this.
Outside if you want it. Outside. Outside is clear.
Ah, I pushed up the track so much. This is an awful restart.
Car outside. Outside clear. Outside. Clear up top. Outside.
Absolutely awful restart. Oh, they're going to wreck up front. No, they're not. I thought they were going to wreck. Damn, well, we're down in 15th now. Lost 5 positions. That's kind of annoying. Well, less than 5 probably, but we were 10th before the caution.
Dude!
Inside. Clear inside.
This Renault is still so slow. But they managed to get by us, and now I'm stuck behind them again.
Outside. Clear.
Okay, got past them. I'm kind of hoping everyone in front will wear out their tires a bit more. I am trying to, you know, take things a little bit easy. But at the same time, I kind of have to get a move on. Oh. Okay.
Outside. Outside is clear.
One more position. Oh, pushing up.
Outside.
Oh, not the Renault, not the Renault. I think I'm in the wrong gear all the time. Kind of messing up.
We're halfway in the race.
Ah, had to get out of the throttle.
Wanderly, you are as awful as usual. Oh, you are.
I think I should stay in 5th. No mishaps yet, really. Been a few cautions, but nothing I've been involved in. Thankfully. Bit of a messy start a couple of times. Oh, no. Well, at least I'm alive, but that's bad. That's real bad.
Inside. Clear inside.
Oh, where are they going? Now I've got the Renault in front of me again. Ah! Hate this Renault. Yeah, that was a bit of a close one. I could see the end of the race right in front of my eyes. I'm annoyed about that. We lost so many positions off of that last start. And I can't get back up now. And I know I'm faster than this Renault. Okay, yellow.
Line up single file.
Not sure I want a yellow. Because my starts aren't great. It's going to be like, what? Less than 30 to go. I don't know how well this is going. Probably not that well.
Start 20. Car.
We were 10th before the previous caution, so I kind of want to get back up there.
Catch start 20. Car.
Oh, there's so many. In practice, I saw an Aston Martin livery,
I killed that one.
which I was wondering if it was the new livery, because it had the lime green highlights, but I couldn't quite tell. But then I saw someone, I think they're in this race a few cars ahead, with the 2022 McLaren livery, and that was definitely the new livery. So everyone's straight on it with the F1 liveries for some reason. Wow, people making pit stops? Oh, they're the ones that didn't pit on the last caution, maybe. Hey, Julian, how's it going? IndyCar, yeah. Trying to figure out how to drive through dirty air on an oval, but it's not going great. We're alive, but losing some. In fact, well, actually, a lot of people must have just pitted because we're now up to 8th from 15th. So actually, that's a net gain since the last caution. Maybe this is going better than I thought it was. I think people have just made a second pit stop in that case for newer tires, which is interesting. They might be coming back at the end of the race. That's a bit worrying, but hopefully they'll get caught up in stuff and have trouble getting up through the pack. Yeah, wet driving adds another layer to it. I mean, the thing is, if you know it's going to be wet, like completely wet, then hey, you don't need to do dry driving, dry practice. So works out the same. I've done a lot of wet driving in R-Factor 2, but R-Factor 2 handles the like drying line kind of weirdly, so I'm not sure how well that will help. I should do some wet driving in Assetto Corsa Competizione, because that seems to have pretty good rain implementation, but I've never tried it. Tell you what, Project Cars, either 1 or 2, had pretty good rain, to be fair. Like, I remember going through a puddle, and like you could feel it pulling on the wheel the way that it would when you go through a puddle quite fast in real life. I thought that was pretty cool. What's the longest race you've done? I've done quite a lot of 24-hour races, obviously not solo. But in fact, you know, one of the longest stints I did was just a few weeks ago, actually. I did the Daytona 24. Off stream, but I did the Daytona 24 in iRacing, and I drove 4 hours in a row in one stint. And I think I've driven 4 hours in the past, but not in a long time. So that's probably one of the longest stints I've done. And that was just a few weeks ago. It was midnight to 4 AM my time as well. So yeah, I had to have a nap in the evening to make sure I could do that. Yeah, I've had to do as a similar thing. The drying line is, even if it's still raining, the least wet line will be the main racing line. Which means everyone's driving, you know, you hear about the wet weather line in real life, but in R-Factor 2, you always drive in the dry line in the wet because it works out the best. It's kind of weird. We did pretty well. I mean, well, I say that. The car I was driving, I think we finished 10th. We had some damage repairs, so we were down quite a bit. And then we got disqualified as we crossed the line because... And we knew it was going to happen. But one of our drivers registered on the car, couldn't make it, and didn't drive. So because they didn't do their fair share, we got disqualified. Which we knew was going to happen, but we did it anyway. However, our team car, who got into the same split as us, won the race in GT3. So I was super happy for them. We did a photo finish across the line as well. They were bump drafting me on the last few laps as we were driving together, which was pretty fun. Yeah, I never even tried the AI in Project Cars. I don't think, not much. In general, I can't stand driving against AI because they're not real. I just do whatever the fuck I want and crash into them. Oh, that was a bad start. Oh, they're gonna wreck, surely. Look at this. It's like I had a good run there, but I had to lift because I was gonna drive right into the Renault. So now I'm stuck behind the Renault. Here he comes. Look how fast everyone else is. I know that they're taking wider lines, but I've got to go low to try and pass the Renault. Oh, what? I tried to go high line because the Renault usually goes low, but they went high this time. Now I'm under pressure. Like, how do I always pick the wrong line? Like, every time. Now I'm stuck high. I don't want to be high.
Oh, someone's racing like the last lap.
It's intense stuff. See, I had to check up so much. And no one else does.
Car inside. Clear inside.
What are they... Oh, where's this guy going?
Car outside.
Alright, I'm just going backwards here.
Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear.
I've got no corner exit at all. That's crazy. Oh god.
Clear up top.
Maybe I should turn the weight jacket the other way, because this clearly isn't working.
Car outside.
Oh, they're making it 3
3
wide.
wide. Car outside. 2 wide. Outside is clear.
Yeah, I'm still not sure which, like, I swear, whichever way I move it, it gets worse. 0 is the only one I like it on. Like, it gets more understeery either direction on the weight jacket. I can't figure it out. I've just completely gone backwards on this restart. Too early. Feel like it's the only way to get it to turn sometimes though, but... But which way would help? Up to help with understeer, but I swear I made it. I went up last time, but then I had a. Well, I did spin. It was a spin, wasn't it, last time? So, okay, let's go up. Let's go the other way.
Come on, Manuel. Get up here.
I have to go even higher.
Inside.
Wow, they're getting close.
Clear. Inside.
Ah, this guy's scary to race.
Clear inside. Car outside.
Ah, complete understeer there. Yeah, okay, that was definitely too early.
Inside.
Okay, that outside line's feeling good actually. At least with no one in front of me. Not the same when there's someone in front of you. Yeah, even the people with old tires just drove away though. That's what I don't get. Oh, no, no, no.
Inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside. Inside. Clear inside. Inside.
We are literally going to be last in a minute.
Clear inside.
Felt like this was going alright till the last couple of restarts.
Inside. Clear.
Is the inside line just a bad idea? Because I can't take the inside line and get a decent exit. Okay, we're caught up to some people here. See, I definitely didn't turn in too early there, but the guy inside of me, taking the inside line, still gets a better run. Hello, Aki PT. You're here just in time to see me try not to finish last.
Car inside.
Just trying to get the triggers back.
Clear.
What do you play? I play a lot of racing games on this channel,
5.
particularly iRacing these days actually, which is what I'm playing right now. See, what did I do there? Just hit my dirty air, but the car behind avoided it completely and got such a good run. Yeah, I can't make the inside line work. I'm turning in too early, but it's the only way to get down to the bottom. And then I get a crappy exit. But I can't take the high line because the dirty air's there.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, that's the end of the race. Well, there we go. Last car on the lead lap. Yay!
Past the pace car. Catch up 6 car.
I feel like I'm getting worse at these races the more I do.
Finish under pacing.
I have just no idea how to avoid the dirty air and get runs. No idea at all.
It'll give you the white checker thing.
Pit road is now open.
Yeah, well apparently going up makes it less understeery, but
Catch
it
up
didn't help enough. The weight jacker is meant to shift the weight of the car to change the balance. So in theory, as the tires wear, you adjust it to
Car is undrivable.
be better balanced. But I can't figure it out honestly. No matter how much I could have gone like 20, and I wouldn't have felt any difference. But I'm not used to the car. I'm not used to this sort of racing.
Are you using your weight
Oh
jacket?
god.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm getting the right front to stay on the thing.
past the 24 car.
I need to practice more and do a lot more races, but
The cross weight in the car in the garage is way too high.
it's a struggle right now.
It's just iRacing.
I had better races earlier in the week. I mean, that was going alright, but like the last couple of restarts just get eaten up by everyone. Maybe I should have paid for tyres at the end there, but then I can't pass anyone, so
Catch up, 6 car.
it's difficult. Is that that Frapporti, are they a real IndyCar driver?
Said that they like the R-Factor 2, IR18 a lot better.
That's crazy if it is. Doing another race? Nah. It's quite late here. It's 11 here.
The stuff I've driven in RF2 is just way easier to drive, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's like way more forgiving.
Yeah, I was talking to Grove.
I had 3 early in the week, and one ended in a wreck, and one I can't even remember, but it wasn't so good. But then one I finished 4th, and that was all right. Helped a bit by a wreck right at the end. Two people in front of me crashed, so got 2 positions. But
Well, it doesn't
that one went
help
all right.
that they
But
have
man, I just
respawn.
managed this. I managed this
I don't know
race
how long.
awfully, I think.
What they have is the new Firestone data on the tires.
And there we go. Checker flag. 19th place,
There's
down
the flag.
35
It's over.
iRating.
Letter 6 carbide. Letter 10 carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag
Now
came
the spotter's
out.
gonna go
Letter
crazy
15
with
carbide. You had the
Well,
position
trying
when
to
the
figure out
yellow
where I
flag
should be.
came out.
Bravo,
Letter
good
20
podium.
carbide.
Good
You had
run
the
back
position
to
when the
the
yellow
other
flag came out.
Let's get out of
Letter
it.
11 carbide. Catch up 23.
Oh, shut up! Stop talking! Right, here we go.
Yeah, good race, everyone.
There was a cool moment I want to look at. Was it on this restart?
Oh, David, good race, David. Good race.
Yes. Yes, it was.
É que na
Oh my
era uma
God.
banheira, né?
Chase. This was a bit hairy. For some reason this car on the left was just so slow for this start, and they're trying to push up the track, but I had a guy coming on my outside, and I think there was a 0x there, a bit of netcode contact. It's like I don't know where to go. Oh, I see. He's literally legendary in iRacing. That's crazy. That's a really bad sign when you become known in a game for your bad driving. I presume he was clean today. Oh, it came up from 4th to win, actually. Oh, and is that the McLaren? No, that's something else. Wait, no. Is that his car? His car looks wrecked, or is that just his livery? It's just his livery. Oh. Presume he raced clean, he won the race, but... If I keep doing these races, I'll probably see a lot more of him then, but yeah, definitely not on his level yet. I am the exact opposite of the field right now. Let's have a look at the results. Yeah, down 35 iRating, not what I really wanted. But okay, safety rating is recovering slowly after the Coliseum drama, which is nice. We were the lowest position car to not have any incident points. Like, it's just everyone on the lead lap, 0 incidents, and then there's all the stragglers below. Yeah, it is a good way to get safety rating this, because yeah, you either crash out or you get loads of safety rating. He wrecked with another guy in the pits. In the pits in iRacing? Well, like the exit or something, or the entry. We were talking earlier about the lack of collisions in iRacing. If they had collisions when they had like everyone coming in under yellow, that would be absolutely chaotic, I think. Realistic but chaotic. Yeah, I need to do more of these races, but I can't. I just can't get used to the dirty air, unfortunately. Really struggling with it. Where's my other races? Like, how was that so awful when this one, which was top split, I managed to finish 4th? Although, actually, okay, there's much fewer people on the lead lap here. So that's probably why. There's a lot of people crashing out of that one. Yeah, there'd be a lot more salt. Can you imagine, like, people having to reverse in as well? Yeah, you can tell the people that drive this all the time, because there's quite a few 4.99s, isn't there, in these races? I have noticed that. Same when the Indy Pro goes to ovals, all those guys that drive nothing but Indy Pro have like a perfect 4.99 as well. It's quite funny. I've barely have rookies in oval, but I did a Coliseum Clash while it was still on, and I finished. Here it is. I finished 3rd. Look at that. But look at the safety rating change on this on the Coliseum. Oh dear. I had a guy absolutely raging at me in the voice chat on that as well. I did, to be fair, I hit him a couple of times, so you know, it's fair enough. It was my bad, but yeah. And I think in the race, 16 incidents. I was 1 incident point away from disqualification in the Coliseum. Not disqualification, it would have been a drive-through, but you know, that's the end of the race on a track like that, that's for sure. Alright, so that's it for today. I want to do, I'm going to try and stream it, hopefully. The Daytona 500. Probably an awful idea. Probably going to be absolutely terrible, but I do want to do the Daytona 500 next week. I've never done it before. So I want to give it a go, but yeah, I might be, I kind of wanted to get a bit more oval iRating before that, but yeah, that wasn't happening today, unfortunately, but yeah, it is annoying that, because I bought it and I almost didn't do any races on it. I did one where I like crashed out early on, unfortunately, and then I think the only chances I got to do it were, in fact, I think both the ones I did were after the Clash, because I couldn't find, there was not many people doing it. But I figure I'm gonna drive like anything I can on the Coliseum, because I actually think it's really fun. And I was looking at some of the forums. Like, I don't drive the late model, but the late model next season has submitted Coliseum as one of its races on the calendar. They're going to try it with the late model. So I'm going to be driving late models that week. I wonder, like, the participation might be bad, though, because, like, if people haven't bought the Coliseum, then no one's going to turn up, you know? But I don't know. I figure I like the Coliseum. I think the Coliseum's fun. It's not my sort of track usually, but the whole Clash stuff was fun. So I wanna give it a go. Yeah, Richmond felt easier than Kentucky, which I was surprised by. I was okay at Richmond. I still think I wasn't. I think I could qualify better at Richmond, which was kind of the main thing, I think. And then I just didn't lose so much. Yeah, no, that's a good race. I had some good pace, actually, to be fair. I was leading one of those races, wasn't I? But yeah, the dirty air on these fast ones is just so difficult. And I'm gonna have to. I want to do the Indy 500 this year, in a few months. And I'm sure, you know, dirty air is as big of a deal there as it is somewhere like here, I would assume. It's a very fast racetrack. But I can't figure it out yet. I just need to grind like tons of these races, don't I? Yeah, you were right. It is actually really important. You think it would be easy to pass on an oval. You know, you see loads of passes in IndyCar races, and there are passes, but if you're out front, like the Richmond race where I can't remember if that was on stream or not, the one where I was actually leading, because there was a faster guy than me, but he screwed up his qualifying and then got caught up in a wreck, so he was out of it straight away. So then I was leading, and you know, from the lead, it's so easy to manage the race because you got no dirty air, back markers are a thing, but they're a thing in any position, so like that was much easier. But yeah, qualifying up front is difficult, especially in a fixed series. It's like all I can do on a track like this in a fixed setup is just drive around flat out. I'm sure there's ways to be a bit smoother, get a bit of pace here and there, but I'm still baby. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I will be doing IndyCar again, off and on stream. I want to get better, and I want to do Indy 500, so I'll get there hopefully. And I'll have to try on road as well at some point, because I have yet to do that. But that should be fun. But yeah, next week, hopefully streaming Daytona 500 either Thursday or Wednesday time slot, I think, because they're the most convenient for me. And on Sunday, I'll probably do Indy Pro 2000. Maybe I'll do an IndyCar Oval race after that as well on Sunday. I don't know. See how I feel in a week's time. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking for next week at the moment. Flat out queue is annoying. Yeah, exactly. Like, what can you do? So it's like, you know, there's only so much you can do when you're flat out. Like, that's the thing. Like on road, it feels like, you know, the bet. There's more you can do, and there's so many corners to gain a little bit of time. But on oval, obviously you got like 4 corners, which is really just 2 corners. And then in a situation where the car's flat out, you know, it's difficult. Yeah, Indianapolis is amazing. I did some Indianapolis IndyCar races in Alpha Factor 2 ages ago, and they were so much fun. And I was dealing with dirty air in that better than I am now. Maybe Alpha Factor 2 is less, what's the word? Less, more forgiving. Yeah. With dirty air. It's certainly not on the road side. Dirty air in Alpha 2 on road stuff is awful compared to iRacing, but at least IndyCar, it was, you know, it was there, but it was manageable. At least I could figure it out. But I've yet to figure it out here. But we'll try again. I don't even, where is actually IndyCar fixed next week? I don't even know. Let's have a quick look before I end stream. Fixed schedule. Kansas, which I don't own, and I don't know what sort of racetrack that is. I don't know a lot of ovals, so like a lot of these are like, I don't know. Kentucky and Atlanta are similar, right? By the looks of it. I don't know what Kansas is like. Obviously Pocono, I know Pocono. And hey, Glen, maybe I'll try Glen when the fixed goes there. Because Watkins Glen is a fun racetrack. But yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully, see you guys sometime next week for Daytona. Another boring 1.5 miler. Oh boy. Well, I need practice on those, to be fair. At least I can try and continue what I've learned so far. But a bit better than old Kentucky. That's good to hear. I should have done Atlanta, but I thought Legacy Kentucky would be free because it's Legacy. So I was like, I'll just wait till next week and do a whole load of Kentucky races. But then I realized it's not free, it's just cheap. So I may as well just put Atlanta. Like, I'm probably not going to ever drive Legacy Kentucky for like 50 years now, so that's kind of annoying. I'll probably drive the Coliseum more than Legacy Kentucky going forward. But oh well. It's practice, it's learning, so. And I had that 4th place finish, I'll take that, that was good. You actually have to drive the car there, oh wow. And that'll be a low downforce kit, right? But actually driving the car with low downforce kit, interesting. That should be good. I'll definitely try and do that one. I need to just do as many as I can when I have the time, you know, just try and fit them in and get used to it. And is Dallara Dash worth doing as like practice in IndyCars on ovals that isn't gonna affect my rating? Or is it just stupid? If it's only 10 lap races, it's probably not worth it. And it's on a road course this week anyway, so there's no point. But yeah, cheers for watching, everyone. Shame the race was a bit shit in the end. A bit of a just going backwards. I thought when we went up to 8th on that last caution, I thought, oh, maybe I can just sort of try and hang around here. Maybe go down to 10th again where we qualified and stick around there. But no, but oh well, it is what it is. Maybe a late pit stop on a late caution like that, or sort of, you know, midway through the race caution is a good idea next time. I'll have to remember. But yeah, we'll try that next time maybe. But yeah, hopefully see you guys for Daytona at some point. Yeah, or if Indianapolis, if they're racing at Indianapolis at some point, I should do that, because that sounds fun. Oh. Week of March 1st, that's a few weeks away. Well, I know what I'm doing that week then. That'll be worth doing. Yeah, so hopefully see you guys for Daytona in the week, which could be an absolute nightmare, but we'll try it. And then Indy Pro and maybe IndyCar as well on Sunday if I feel like it. So yeah, cheers for watching everyone, and see you next time.